So day 3 of Algonquin, we were catching a lot of fish. Nice lake trout.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Like they're not big in this lake, but we're cutting a lot of them.
Yeah.
You had one on, you didn't even know you had one on?
It was like,
oh, here we go! Oh, woo! And that's fantastic. Trout, we got a speckled trout here and a lake trout. I'm going to show you the difference. First of all, this is speckled trout. It's called speckled trout because it has speckles along the side. Some people call it the square tail because if you look at the lake trout has a forked tail, and brook trout or speckled trout has more of a square tail. Another name for it is brook trout because they're in creeks and rivers. You can catch them in a lake like we did today. What'd you get? What'd you get? Brook trout. Yeah. Way to go, Keith.
Yeah.
What did you catch it on?
No,
don't tell anybody. Don't show them the lure. The other main identification feature of a speckle, more than the lake trout, is on the bottom fins. There's a white bar, really prominent white bar along the bottom, so you can identify that. You can see the speckles though. I mean, that's why I love this trout. You look at the lake trout, and they're not as colorful. I always think lake trout have a sad face on them. I don't know, the one characteristic I looked at that, but they're characterized by having rectangular blotches on them, and again the forked tail. They do have a little bit of a white blotch on their lower fins, but not as prominent as the brookie. And brook trout don't grow as big as lake trout, obviously. Lake trout are out in the lake. They don't go in rivers and creeks and brooks. Okay, blah blah blah. So how to tell the difference between what's called a soft ray fish and a spiny ray fish? Trout, salmon, they're all soft ray fish, and how you know is they have one extra fin called an adipose fin. Okay, so the spiny ray fish, they'll have a spiny ray dorsal fin, but they won't have the adipose fin. All the other fins, well, what you got is you got the dorsal, you got the adipose, you got the caudal fin. The reason why the tail fin is called the caudal fin is because where you grab a fish, if you don't want to harm it when you're releasing it, which we did a lot today, we released a lot of fish. We're going to eat some tonight, but we released a lot of fish. You grab them by the caudal peduncle, and then you've got the anal fin, and everybody remembers the anal fin because it's near its anus. You also have the pelvic fin, and I always remember that as pelvis Elvis. It's right near its pelvis. And also the pectoral fin, the pecs, right near its pecs. Those are the fins of the fish. Now when I open these up, the really neat thing about it, you'll see either a pink meat or a white meat on a trout. If it's white meat, they're eating a lot more minnows, cisco, a lot more fat to them. Not as sweet tasting, good tasting, but not as sweet tasting. How's the fish?
Good. Actually, we're cooking it on the stick stove.
Yeah?
Yep. So once it gets going, it doesn't take very long for it to cook.
Usually brook trout, more so than lake trout, they'll have a pink meat. If they have a pink meat, actually the lake trout we're catching on this lake have a lot of really pink meat. They're eating less minnows and like ciscos and stuff like that, and chub. They're actually eating a lot more invertebrates. Invertebrates are aquatic insects, and they're gobbling those up, and they'll have less fat, but the meat's a little sweeter.
Oh, the fish is nearly ready.
Why I like brook trout fishing, why I like trout fishing, it's not easy. To actually catch, we've caught 11 fish so far in our boat in 3 days, and that's one of our best years in Algonquin. That's fantastic. You got another one? Yeah. Oh, lake trout?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. And why I love that is they're not easy to catch. It's a challenge. It's something I've been doing since I was 8 years old. My dad always brought me out trout fishing. And yeah, I love bass fishing, love walleye fishing, love catching pike, but not that it's easy, but it's not that difficult. To go into a place and catch brook trout and lake trout, why I really even more so like brook trout is they're very sensitive fish to the environment. If something's messing with the environment, these trout aren't going to be here anymore. So that's an indicator that this environment is doing really well because we're catching lots of them and releasing lots of them. Yeah. And people think we're crazy. The bugs are insane. It's bad weather. It's cold right now. It was hot yesterday. Portages are brutal. So why do it? I love it. Absolutely love it. And to catch a brook trout, you're an angler. Catch a bass, you're just someone going fishing. Okay, we portage into Red Rock. And Ash, would you say it's buggy? Huh?
It's brutal.
Oh.
I've never ran through a trail before, but
Yeah.
that was brutal.
Mosquitoes are really,
Hey,
really
it's
bad.
nice and calm, Else.
Yeah, we started off in a storm, and now we're at Red Rock and it's calm, and that's why the bugs are bad. Whew.
Yeah, oh my god, look at them all around you.
Well, look at that. I don't know if the camera can pick that up.
There's gazillions of them.
Yeah, zillions.
No, I'd say
Can't even, we gotta get out here. You can't even think.
right?
Oh, we gotta get out of here. You can't even think about it.